The power of discipline is the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using punishment to correct disobedience. The ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses. The ability to pursue what one thinks is right despite temptations to abandon it. People with higher degree of self-control spend less time debating whether to indulge in behaviors that are detrimental to their health and are able to make positive decisions more easily. They don't let impulses or feelings dictate their choices. Instead, they make level-headed decisions. As a result, they tend to feel more satisfied with their lives. Those at the top are obsessed with achieving better health by ensuring stability in their personal lives. They know in order to be successful and happy in the long term, their health comes first. In order for you to live 100 years old, you need to stay clean, which means eat, sleep, and exercise more. Many successful leaders get up at 5 a.m. and work out for an hour before starting the day. This helps to get their energy levels up while releasing those juices that help them feel happier and be more productive. Reduce the 3 white poisons of wheat, sugar, and salt, and focus on eating fruits, vegetables, proteins, and drink lots of water. When you're passionate about something, it can be tempting to go all in and compromise your sleep, diet, exercise routine in an effort to save time and accomplish more. But long-term success is a marathon, not a sprint. So if you exhaust yourself, then you won't have the stamina required for the long haul. You're much more likely to have a sense of self-control in all areas of your life: diet, exercise, work, relationships, you name it. Setting your priorities straight by understanding your daily goals, which means to put yourself ahead of everyone else. Rather than satisfying other people, prioritize your goals and fast track to success rather than failures. You have to be accountable to pursue your priorities. Nobody else can do it for you. That's why it's essential that you draw a line in your mind and learn when to say no. Because the more you accommodate others, the more you will spread yourself thin and ultimately have no time to pursue your priorities that is important for you. The quality of clear thinking affects the quality of our decisions, which in turn affects the quality of our results, and finally the quality of our life. To embrace this discipline, make quiet time for yourself to think deeply. The resolution will come to your mind once you're out in your comfort zone. The greatest test of self-discipline is when you persist in the face of adversity and drive yourself to complete your tasks. Begin to have courage and to launch in the face of failure with no guaranteed success. If you truly believe in what you're doing, then the more you will persist. The more you persist, the more you believe in yourself and the value of your work. Self-discipline leads to self-esteem, which leads to greater outcome for the better. And if you work hard by constantly persisting yourself, you will increase productivity every day. Most people will do what's easiest and avoid hard work, and that's precisely why you should do the opposite. The much tougher challenges will usually see a lot less competition and a lot more opportunities. Time cannot be saved. Time is irreplaceable. Nothing else can replace it. Time is irretrievable. Once it is gone or wasted, you can never get it back. Finally, time is indispensable, especially for accomplishment of any kind. All achievement, all results, all success requires time. The price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. And if you're not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time. As your most valuable resource is time, you must protect it. This is because anything worth achieving requires a commitment of time. So do the things which aligns with your vision. The fact is that you cannot save time. You can only spend it differently. You can only move your time usage from areas of low value to areas of high value. Lack of self-discipline in time management leads people to procrastinate continually on their top tasks, leading them to spend more and more time on tasks of low value or no value. And whatever you do repeatedly eventually becomes a habit. When you're living your life by chance, you'll be living in fear and anxiety. The reason is that you're giving away your power to control your life. Unsuccessful people and people who always live in fear are the people who live by chance. Never let this happen to you. Your life is not luck. Design your life and live with intent. You have the control over your mind, your body, your decision, and hence your actions. You can live a more stable life when your life is up to you and not dependent on others' actions. When you compare the accomplishments of others, rather than weighing them against your own, think about what you can learn from their journey and apply it to your own if your goals line up with theirs. Ask yourself how you can reproduce things they're doing to further your own success, and remember what works for them may not work for you. Self-control is often easier said than done by the old saying, out of sight and out of mind. Start small by removing temptations and distractions from your environment. That is a crucial first step when working to improve your self-discipline. If you're trying to have better control of your eating, toss the junk food. If you want to improve your focus while working, turn off your cell phone and put it away from your desk. If you're really having trouble, download the blocking apps for a set period of time. Set yourself up for success by ditching the bad influences. The sooner you control your temptations, then the faster you will gain control of your self-discipline. Talk is cheap, so when you're saying you're gonna do something, then go do it. The lack of follow-through that you will never find in high achievers. They know that in order to gain credibility and trust with others, they must keep their word and do as they said, no matter the circumstance. If you find the goal, you will have the courage to go for it, no matter how difficult it gets. To realize your potential, you need to make courage a habit by practicing whenever it's needed. Do the things you fear. Often fear is only in your own mind. Override the fear rather than your mind becoming your own enemy. A new way of thinking won't always go according to your plans. You will have ups and downs, fabulous successes, and flat-out failures. The key is to keep moving forward. When you have a setback, acknowledge what caused it and move on. It is easy to get wrapped up in guilt, anger, or frustration, but these emotions will not help build self-discipline. Instead, use the failures in your plan as learning experiences for the future. Forgive yourself and get back in the game. The longer you're off your game, the harder it is to keep going in a positive direction. To earn more, you need to learn more. Work at least as hard on yourself as you do on your hobbies. Get yourself good mentors and keep gaining knowledge. And sometimes you just need to listen rather than talk, because that requires discipline to stay quiet and carefully craft others' opinions. The world will become an open ground for you to explore many learning opportunities.